Welcome back, everybody. Well, this is the time of year where you hear about a lot of falls. Slippery sidewalks, slippery roads, parking lots are slippery. And here to talk a little bit about preventing it and how important it is not to fall, and if you do, some things you can do to help, is Dr. Richard Habbinghorst. Good morning, chiropractor. Good to see you.
Good morning, Amy.
So let's talk a little bit about falling and fall prevention in the elderly. Boy, if a senior goes down, it can really mean some not so good things.
Yes, falls in seniors is a very common event. At least 30% of the people over the age of 65 years old are going to fall at least once during the year, and half of those will repeat a fall throughout the year. And 85% of these falls are related to some type of a neurologic problem, and quite frankly, it's a serious problem because many of these falls, well, the leading cause of death from injuries in people over the age of 65 is from falls.
Yeah, as you get older, the bones aren't the same, and injuries are a lot more serious. And as I mentioned, the ice and sidewalks, but some of the falls, as you mentioned, are not from that at all. They're just from dizziness or balance problems, unsteadiness, weakness. And that's where you come in. Let's talk a little bit about what you can do to prevent this type of thing, or if a fall happens, how you can help.
Well, certainly if a fall happens, I'm a traditional chiropractor taking care of and assessing those types of problems chiropractically, but also a special interest that I have in my particular practice is in evaluating why these falls happened in the beginning, especially in the elderly. One of the most common types of problems that causes falls is a condition called peripheral neuropathy. And peripheral neuropathy is people that have this have a numbness, tingling, loss of sensation in their feet. And what's happening is that the brain doesn't know where the feet are because they're damaged nerves. And with the type of therapy that I have in my office, using low laser light therapy and some other modalities, we're able to help these damaged nerves heal. And when you can help these nerves to heal and to function better, then the feet can tell the brain where the feet are, and then the balance gets better. And because we see people in walkers, in canes, I have some patients that come in wheelchairs, and when they're responding well, they will put their walkers aside, they'll leave their wheelchairs aside, and they do very well. But we have to get those nerves healed and be able to identify the problem.
And you brought along this is a very unique thing that you do in our area, and what is that and how does that help?
This is a low laser light therapy pad that we put on the legs and the feet. There are two different types of lights in there, and what the lights do is they help to energize tissue cells. Tissue cells are very fatigued. They're run down, and that's why that numbness and tingling is being felt. We who do not have neuropathy, everything is fine. The nerves are functioning, so our brains don't even think about what's happening down the feet. But people with neuropathy have this numbness, this tingling, and because the nerves aren't working well, they're fatigued. And so what the light energy does, it helps to energize those cells and actually helps nerves to regrow. We actually have clinical evidence in our research group that shows that these nerves actually have an opportunity to regrow. 75 to
90% of your patients have actually seen an improvement. So one of the patients, Bob Strobel from Little Chute, says, I had bad balance, numbness in the feet. I feel like being more active. My feet are 90% better. So you're seeing some great results. So for people at home more interested in this, and you've maybe fallen, or you know a senior, have a family member who's fallen, and think that this may help them, how can people find you, doctor?
Well, my phone number is 920-882-7292, or I'm on the web, menashachiro.com.
All right. Thank you so much, doctor. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Amy.